are you feeling your body of work this summer?
I think I did pretty good. I'm still not where I want to be, but there's always room for improvement. But I think I had a pretty decent camp.
What has your mindset been? What are the things that you wanted to show off, the things that you maybe wanted to get better at as you were out here on the field looking forward to the regular season?
Really just I think my biggest adjustment was just catching the ball. Coming from college, the NFL ball a little bit wider, so and I think that's something that I struggled with last year, catching the ball consistently. So that's sort of what I worked on a lot this summer. And I think I did a good job of showing that against the Eagles last week.
I want to ask you how big that was to have that connection and have so many plays with Dylan there at quarterback and getting to what you were looking for to just catch that ball.
Yeah, I mean it's always a good thing when you got a connection with not only one but Shador and Joe. I think that's something that's gonna help us moving forward into the year. No matter what the situation may be, I think that's always a good thing to have with some of our quarterbacks.
What's that process like? Getting better at that aspect. Is it just work on the jugs machine?
Yeah. So this summer I just made sure I just caught a lot of balls from a jug machine, whether it's a quarterback. I have the thing like I can squeeze a tennis ball, make sure I get my hands in the right. So little stuff like that.
What's been the biggest thing from year one to year two that you feel like you just kind of grasped better or picked up on? How did the first year you were in the base from preparing for
I'd probably say definitely the speed of the game. Last year, it was a lot for me coming from college, and then I didn't really have a true off season. So coming right in to like rookie minicamp, and then just adjusting to the speed of the game, I think that was my biggest adjustment I had to make.
What does this opportunity this year kind of represent? That chance to be the number 3 guy or the slot guy?
Say that one more time. I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
This opportunity to be like the slot guy or the number 3, whatever you want to call it. What does that opportunity sort of represent to you?
I mean, it means a lot to me because this is the year I get to also showcase my skills. Because I didn't play a lot last year, so coming into this year and just being familiar with the offense, I could play a lot faster. I'm not thinking as much, and just understanding like different coverages and things like that. So I'm really excited for this year for me, and not only for me but for the Browns.
So you weren't here in 2023 when Flacco played.
And I wasn't here.
What do you think of him?
Oh, I think Joe's an excellent quarterback. You can tell the difference between a vet guy and like more of like a younger quarterback. Because even like with Jameis last year, you could just tell the difference between like with him and Dorian, or even like Joe and Shador. Like just even though they're like rookies, but you can also tell the difference between having a vet because he's not more so of a vocal leader, but he just leads by example, and he knows a lot of stuff that we don't know because this is only my second year, so he's showing us a lot of different things with his experience of him being in the league.
What about the ball he throws?
Sir?
What about the ball he throws?
Oh, they're always on point. So and with Joe is like he's gonna want you to get to that spot, and so like my biggest thing for me was just having like crossing routes or some route come across the middle. Joe's gonna want me and expect me to be at that spot just based off of the coverage.
How do you take what you've done in camp and the preseason, been very productive, and now transition that into sort of regular season?
I think the biggest thing for me, I just gotta play faster. Knowing that the regular season is different from the preseason, so just basically just playing a lot faster and making sure I'm on my P's and Q's.
Last season, there were some big question marks about the depth of the wide receiver room. And I know this year there's a focus on making sure that there's enough guys in there that can bring a good body of work for you. I know the coaches have said they're looking for you to step up and be that guy and fill that role. How much do you revel in the fact that they're leaning on you so much and knowing that there were some question marks last year that you can answer this year?
Pressure is a privilege, so I look at it as a great opportunity for me to also like showcase my skills and also show the coaches that I'm the guy that they're leaning on.
So they brought Isaiah Bond in. He's joined the team. So what's it like to bring a new guy in that's definitely in their plans this late in camp?
Right now, the biggest thing, we're just trying to get him caught up because he's only been here. This is his second day, so we're just trying to make sure we get him caught up. But I think he's a fast learner because yesterday he picked up on a lot of the things that we threw at him. He picked up on it pretty well. So I think Isaiah will be a good plus for us.
So does the room just wrap their arms around him and welcome him as one of the new guys?
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, we just welcome him just like because I was in his shoes last year. So, and then Isaiah's from he's from like the South, so I kind of cross roads him a little bit, so I'm familiar with him a little bit.
How hard was it to not play last year as much as you wanted?
I mean, it was frustrating, but I also knew I wasn't just ready. Like, and I'm okay with that. Like, I'm content with myself to let myself know, like, yeah, you're not where you need to be at. So, it was frustrating a lot, but at the same time, that's what comes with preparation and determination and motivation. So I think that's how I got to where I am at today.
You talked about catching passes from Joe, but obviously you guys are constantly sort of rotating in throughout training camp. What's it been like catching passes from all the other quarterbacks, and what are you sort of seeing, especially with the rookies as they've kind of grown throughout this league?
I mean, all of them are doing a great job. Shador's doing a great job, Dylan's doing a great job, Joe's doing a great job, and Kenny's doing a great job. Injuries has kind of slowed some of those guys down, but catching the passes from him is always a plus. Like, the thing with Dylan, he's just left-handed, so it's coming off his hands a little bit different from how it is against all the other three quarterbacks. But I'm excited to catch a pass from any of them.
Did that take getting used to, left-handed spin?
Yeah, a little bit. During the summer, I went to Cali, and actually I went to throw with Dylan in California. So, so it was just kind of weird, just the way it comes off his hand, because especially like if I'm coming across the middle where I have a shallow route or something, just how it comes off his hand, because it's different from how it's coming from a right-handed quarterback versus a left-handed quarterback. So yeah, it's kind of different, but I'm kind of used to it now.
You talked about sort of knowing year one maybe didn't go exactly what you wanted, but putting in that effort and having the motivation to come back and be better this year. So has this training camp and preseason kind of gone to this point like how you envisioned it would go?
Yeah, I'd probably say yes. Well, I knew what they wanted me to work on coming into training camp. So I really just tried to work on what they needed me to work on, and then just make sure I've added it to the field.
What was it?
Just my consistency catching.
Catching?
Yeah, consistently catching the ball.
What do you think the key is then to take that from practice from these preseason games and translate that into training?
Like I said earlier, just playing faster. I think just playing faster and understanding my assignments and reading different keys in the defense to know how to get open on certain routes.
Will anybody challenge Bond to a 40-yard dash race?
I know I won't. Now he got that. He got the 40-yard dash. But
What did you were at the combine, right?
yes, sir. I ran a 4.4, 4.46. Yeah, that ain't nothing compared to a 4.3 to what Isaiah run. But yeah, I don't think nobody gonna challenge him at this moment right now.
How did you kind of use your time last year when you weren't playing? How were you spending your time kind of learning, and what sort of things were you doing to kind of stay engaged?
Just trying to make sure I understand the concept of the plays. Because last year they would move me they moved me around a lot last year. So just make sure I understand the playbook conceptually, and just understand, I can get plugged in at any spot. So I just needed to make sure I knew what my assignment was.
You might not have asked about this question, but obviously you had a lot of catches in this first couple drives you played. Team motion, can you kind of talk about how it goes for the quarterback as a wide receiver? How does it help you?
It just let me know if it's zone or man. Let me know if it's zone or man. It also helps me, be able to get into my route a little bit, not quicker, but at the same time, just letting everything play out. So let me know, if it is zone or man, or the type of tempo I need to come off with when I come off the ball.
Good, guys. Thank you. Thanks, Jamari.
Appreciate y'all.